Hi, I'm Sean Santoro from Invest National at yet another iconic Australian location, Noosa Beach, ready to go through and give you all the latest in finance news. It's really heating up out here, so let's get to it. Okay, so let's talk about what we always do, the interest rate. Now, while that Melbourne Cup was being run, the Reserve Bank was meeting and deciding to leave the cash rate at 0.75. Not a whole lot has actually changed in the economy at the moment. Wage growth is still slow. The property market, however, has kicked along. The problem that the Reserve Bank has is if they lower rates any further, they might find themselves painted into a corner whereby if they were to lift them down the track, they would cause the entire property market to collapse. So right now, they want to leave themselves some wiggle room. Now, one thing that's really testing the economy lately is investment in small business. And if you look behind me, you'll see one of Australia's recent success stories, Betty's Burgers, which was established here in Noosa. It's only been going for 5 years and there's nearly 20 stores established and obviously employing a lot of people. So one thing that's going to kickstart the economy is if we can really get further investment in small business. Now, as we head towards warmer weather, another issue that's going to be heating up is going to be the bank's profitability and how they're handling it. Obviously, off the back of the lower interest rates, the banks are making less money. They have handled this by closing branches, closing ATMs and cutting jobs. And obviously this is upsetting a lot of people because what we do need is more jobs. Now, some more bad news coming through from the airlines at the moment is Qantas and Virgin have both talked about shaving back some of their long-haul routes and actually cutting some jobs as well. So in a market where all we are trying to do is create more employment, this is even worse news. The only silver lining we have at the moment in this economy really is that the property market is continuing to show strength and continuing to grow amidst all its pressures. Now, this week some life expectancy figures were released and Australians are tipped to live till 82.5 years old. Now, that's 2 years more than people in the UK and 4 years more than the people in the US. And what this means is that superannuation is becoming an increasingly bigger business. Now, this week also Sunsuper and QSuper talked about merging their brands together, which would make them the biggest super company in Australia. This means that the superannuation sector is becoming more like the banking sector. In a few years' time, we're expecting there to be only 4 or 5 big players and the rest will all be smaller tiered funds. So thanks again for joining us on this perfect day down at Noosa. As always, if you have any questions or need any help with anything, don't hesitate to get in contact with us here at Invest National, and I'll see you all again next month. Thanks.